okay, there we go. So if I asked you to, oh, and then I forgot about these people. Sorry, here I come. I don't know if that's in here. If I asked you to simplify this now, you should be able to do that, right? That's what we've been doing in the last lesson, I think, and maybe the day before that, where, you know this, you can simplify, what is 10 over 5? 2. So I have a 2. And then what else could you do with that? Say that again?
You can divide the 2.
Well, the ends would cancel. Could I do anything with the m? Oh. So I would just have 2m. What about if I asked you to do this? Squared n over 5n. What if I asked you to do that? Same thing, right? That, Hunter says is 3. What else?
M to the second.
Right. M to the second, because there's nothing to cancel it with. What about the ends? They cancel. N over n is just 1. So you all can do that, right? Easy? Easy. Well, then guess what? You're all pros at today's already. Because here's what today's lesson is. Whoops. Whoops. That's today's lesson. And the only thing, here's what I'm going to require. Notice I didn't say optional. I am going to require that you write it like this first. When you have multiple things, multiple terms in the numerator, when you have multiple terms in the numerator and only one in the denominator, this denominator goes with all of the numerator, every single term. So it goes with it. Well, it goes with this, and it goes with this. So here is the step that I am going to require. I am going to ask you to write it like this on your paper first. Where's that black marker? You can actually see that one. 15m squared n, it goes with the 5n, minus the next thing, 10mn, and it goes with the 5n. So the first step that all of you are going to do is to write each piece separately. This bottom, it goes with everything. So I want you to write it like this first. I don't care if you copy the problem on your paper, if you want to write this step first, that's fine. But I want you to write this step. And once you write this step, now it's just like 2 problems from yesterday. We did this. We just did it over here. What's 15 over 5? And we said the n's cancel, so I have 3m squared. Minus, what's this? 2, the n's cancel. And there's your answer. All you have to do is break it down and then reduce this piece, simplify this one, simplify that one. That's it. You're done. Isn't that easy? Isn't that easy? Oh, let's try another one just for fun. I can see how much fun you're having. 3x4 minus 9. Oh, look at this. Now we've got x third y plus 6x squared y squared all over like that. So if that's the problem in the book, first thing I want you to do when you write it down is, remember, goes with all of those. So 3x4 over negative 3x squared. First term over the bottom. Then minus 9x to the third y over the bottom. Be careful because it's negative. And then plus 6x squared y squared over the bottom thing again. And remember, when you write this down, all the bottoms should be the same, right? They're all over the same thing. So all the bottoms should be the same. Oh, you're eating your pizza. I thought because you had your phone back there. Oh, such a good boy. And then once you have written it all over the denominator, now you're just going to reduce each piece. Look at this one. Forget about the rest of those. Look at this. What's 3 over negative 3? What's 3 over 3? 1.
Negative.
So negative 1. And then what about this? X to the 4 over x to the 2. What does that equal?
X is 6.
One's on top and one's on bottom though, right? So what does it equal? What's 4 take away 2? 2. X to the second, right? Remember, if it's like this, times x to the 2, then you add those. But if it's one on top and one on bottom, then you subtract, right? So x to the second. So we got the first one. Then we have to do the second thing here. What's negative 9 over negative 3? Negative divided by negative is going to be positive what? 3. Look at the x's. 1x, x to the 1 on top. And then you've got a y here, nothing on the bottom. So, and then same thing here. 6 over negative 3.
Negative 2.
Negative 2 what? X squared over x squared. Those are going to cancel, right? X squared, anything over itself. And then the y squared, I don't have anything to go with that. So it looks like this would be my answer. It doesn't really matter to me if you put the negative 1 there, or if you'd rather just write it as negative x squared. You have to have the negative sign, but the 1, either way. Either way. Does that make sense? Does that make sense so far? Should we do one more just for fun?
Sure.
Yeah? Lily says no. Do you think you have it? Well, let me just show you. I'll just go quick, Lily, because this one, I remember back in the day when I was sitting where you are, and it always looked easy. And then you got to the assignment. Hey, wait a minute. He didn't even do any like this. He didn't even do one like this. So I want to show you, just quick, you know you have to write it with each of those. X to the third y over xy. Write the next one, minus 4x over xy. Plus 6y over xy. And then we're going to reduce each piece, right? Hey, look at that. The y's cancel. What about the x's? Remember, what's the exponent here?
1.
So what's 3 take away 1?
X to the second.
To the second. So x to the second minus, those cancel.
-4.
Yeah, this one, it's okay. It's all right to have something left in the denominator. You can have something left in the denominator. And I just want to make sure you saw one like that. Here, the y's cancel. So you just get 6 over x. So believe it or not then, this is your simplified answer. Your simplified answer. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? That makes sense. Do you have questions? Are there any questions? Does anyone have a question? You're hoping if you don't ask what is our assignment, then there won't be one? Just a short one. How about 1 to 50? Yeah? Woohoo! Oh, I meant 1 to 15. How about 1 to 15? But then, when you're done, you can either work on some other work or talk to someone. Talk to someone. Socialize.
16 apart.
What? What? Oh, right, 196. Page 196. I got page 196. Page 196. What page are we on?
196.
1 to 15. And a smiley. You know why I'm smiling? Because I'm so sick of wearing this mask, but I'm going to fake it anyway and pretend I love it. See? 196.
What thing?
196. 196. 1 to 15. But if you have a mask on, it sounds kind of like 1 to 50. 1 to 15. 15.